Is it me, or has leather just gone up in value so much? Like my auctioneer mod is just telling me like rugged leather is like much more expensive, and heavy leather as well is much more expensive. And there's just so much leather going on in the economy. I feel like just like the price, I mean, is like going up and up and up. Meanwhile, the what's the name? I forgot the name, but like the cloth we get here at the level like 50 mobs ish, it's super cheap. While the mage weave has gone up already, so that's kind of interesting. I have found the mobile gamer belt, the lofty belt of the whale. It's lofty, you know, it's luxurious, but also it's made for the whales. Actually, I can stop by at Ratchet and just go do the quest we were just told about, and then fly to AZshARE. So we'll have a bit of a stop between them. So the quest says hidden along the southern shore under Ratchet. Well, that's not exactly what it says, but that's what I turn it into. And it's called the Merchant Coast, and apparently we haven't been here yet. I like this path here. Like, I know I've been negative about the Barrens, guys, and I you know, totally recognize that. But this little path here, like with the trees and stuff, like along the water side, like I do really enjoy this aesthetic. Like, maybe the Barrens will slowly grow on me, and at some point, you know, like years down the line, once I've played this and I've played retail and all those things, and at some point I'll be like, guys, the Barrens, I love it. I'm in love with the Barrens. Probably not. Oh, these are the pirates. They told us you can ignore the pirates. Will the pirates also ignore us? That's the question. Oh, look, it's the ship. Hello, people. Hello. Hope you're all having a great day. So pirates, you don't mind me coming into your place, right? Probably not. There's the path up there as well. But I'm assuming I need to stay next to the water. Is it on this? Can we go on this ship? Oh wait, there's like a house over there. Is that the secluded adventurer who we need to speak to? The Titus Stair. I'm gonna just walk around and... Yes, I see it on the map. Oh, that's cool. Like, it's actually properly hidden out here, and I like that. We could have probably seen this when we were on our boat as well. Also, there's like this really cool island over there. I feel like I've been there for a quest. Like a warrior quest or something at some point. That's what my memory's telling me. Anyway, Islan Waterseer.
You've come further than many, adventurer. Respect the elements around you and you shall fare far greater than most.
But we are seeking spiritual aid. I sense you are not just a simple traveler looking for the path to Ratchet. Come, sit and rest at our camp. Speak to me when you're ready.
Ah, you need the water from this moon well cleansed. Stopping this force of malice in Felwood seems noble enough, but it is not for me to decide if the water will be purified. I will ask the spirits of water. It will be up to them to decide if the cause is just. Give me a moment and I will tell them of your plea. I hope they are as sympathetic as I am to your cause.
Spirits of water, I give you praise, and I beg you a favor. You have heard Cigar's pleas, and I trust her intent is noble. Please, will you aid us? Oh, manifestation of water. Alright, I won't be able to translate this for you guys, but I'll read it out. So, Koshin, Fradzon, Fentiro, Felko, Gatin, Koko, Frat. Okay, I can't. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you. Yes, thank you for delivering whatever information you just delivered to us. Also, the water is extremely loud here, but you know what? It's in the spirit of sitting here with like a water NPC. Oh, we've been blown a kiss. And now we continue. So I guess this NPC just has like this one loop thing that she does and has to complete before the next person can interact. But this person, so that's why Cigar, I was like, well, who's Cigar? But that's the player, of course, who was right next to me. But it's Orc, and in Orcish I get Zug, and I'm guessing this player typed something, and we see Zug, and then he blows me a kiss, which is very, very friendly. So, complete quest. So now we get the same animation happening that we previously saw for Cigar, but now it's going to say the beautiful name of EK. You've heard EK's pleas, and I trust his intent is noble. Please, will you aid us? Alright, the Great Spirit has once again been thanked, and now we should be able to pick up the follow-up quest, for which we'll probably have to go somewhere else again. Cleansed water returns to Felwood. Well, that is the most descriptive quest text I have heard in a very long time.
Thank the spirits, adventurer. They are the ones that have come to your aid, not me. I give this purified water to you now. Please give my regards to Greta and my best wishes. She is tackling something greater than many of us. As I'm sure she will soon find out. The Shadow Council is not a force to be trifled with, adventurer. Remember that. Go now. Take the water and return to Greta.
All right, we accept. Great. Here we go. We run back. So, one of the reasons as well why I kind of do want to spend some time in Felwood is, from my understanding, there is a new dungeon in the game that was never previously released, and it was in Felwood, and you know, there's going to be factions in Felwood that we would like to know something about going to the dungeon, so the dungeon makes more sense lore-wise. Also, I love how this quest said, like, ignore the pirates, but they put the pirates here kind of as like a landmark, like, hey, it's next to the pirates, so, you know, we would recognize the pirates from the quest text, and then be like, oh, so here are the pirates, so, well, I guess we must be close, and then you see that place, and you don't even see it from this side, so you'd have to, like, walk past them and then look back. It's really well designed. Like, that's great environmental storytelling, using enemies as a road marker, which I do really, really appreciate. But before we go back to Felwood, I first want to go to Azshara, do some exploration there, and see if we can find the other essence that we need. Alright, we are back in the beautiful Azshara, and I have been looking forward to exploring this map a bit more, because I do really like it aesthetically. It's like this cool night elven map, but at the same time it's got this really cool, like, autumny hue, and I really do like it. Like, aesthetically, this map is definitely in my top 5, and I'm still kind of thinking about doing a like a ranking of all the zones, just because at least I've experienced all the zones, or I will have experienced all the zones a little bit, besides, like, maybe some horde starter zones. So I think I can have a reasonably fair assessment of the maps. Not like in terms of how good they are, really, like, objectively. But I definitely have enough of an insight to, you know, at least form an opinion, I think. But I'll let that idea sink, and I'll see, you know, once I cap whether I do want to go and do that. But once again, if you want to see that, please do comment, because at the point of this video's launch, I might or might not have already made it, but I don't know yet. Right, so there's, like, lots of Night Elven ruins. I kind of want to get towards the sea. I think that's going to be my objective. Make it towards the sea. I also found it a bit funny that, you know, like, one day after Phase 4 was live, like, half the people I'm seeing were already, you know, level 60. Like, people have just been trying to be as efficient as possible. Meanwhile, I'm wandering around, doing random things. And I'm loving it. It's great. Efficiency often is the enemy of fun. Then again, efficiency can be really fun too. This looks like it's a horde outpost. There are no guards here, I think. Let me just do a quick scan of the place, okay? Let's just be a daring adventurer and do a quick scan of the place, because I'm pretty sure I am currently walking a forlorn ridge. Like, I felt like I was walking into the Horde outpost in this place. If the Horde outpost... Like, this is the Horde icon, isn't it? Or am I just completely mistaken? Is it not? What is this place? Kajint. Can I interact with him? I can't. Okay, he must be here for a reason, but it's probably a quest, or maybe it's even a Horde-only quest. I love how these things look like googly eyes, guys. Like... Don't these look like googly eyes? They're googly eyes. Like, this thing has eyes. The trees have eyes. I'm also looking forward to checking out the world bosses. Like, I've seen people talk about the world bosses, but I think I need to be level capped for that. So it is definitely something that's on the agenda. Like, we have so many things to do. Like, we have a whole bunch of dungeons. We have some more zones to explore. We have some warlock quests to do. We have some more runes to uncover. We have some raiding to do. We have world bosses to check out. There's so much stuff left to do, guys. There's so much. Like, you might think, oh, he's level 52, he's almost done. No, we're only just getting started. Like, this series is gonna go the length, like, it's gonna go the distance. It's gonna be ridiculous. Ruins of Eldorath. So was Eldorath a place, like a night elven town or something in lore? There's a lot of Naga here, which are slightly lower level than I am, which is quite convenient because I much rather kill stuff slightly below me. Even though we haven't been struggling with higher level mobs, I feel like just in terms of efficiency of killing, lower level mobs are just so much better. Oh, look at that place over there. So are those the ruins of Eldorath? Because that place looks pretty cool. You know, I feel like I mastered dragon scale leatherworker.
Well, if you are here to hunt dragons, be my guest. Where should I send my condolences?
Oh, we've got the Tanaris music here. I'm a bit sad I copied the Tanaris music because I feel like this place doesn't really... It doesn't really fit Tanaris music. Maybe it's because I'm associating it with Tanaris. I don't think there's anything really for me to do here besides just like kill these mobs. It's a pretty cool looking place. So I'm kind of assuming that this place used to be like a big Night Oven city and then it got overrun by the Naga or something. Oh, level 52 as well. Okay, so there's slightly high level mobs here too. So something must have happened here, some sort of tragedy, but I don't know what was here before or, you know. Whoa, these mobs feel much weaker than the mobs I was fighting in Felwood. Like, look at how quickly these mobs die. Like, they're super squishy. Yeah, they really do feel quite weak. The sound effects are still so loud. Why is everything so loud? I'll just bump up stuff in post if it's too quiet. So we just discovered the Temple of Zin Malor. I do know the Temple of Atal Hakar, but I don't know Zin Malor. Is Zin Malor something that was relative to or related to the thing that used to live here? Or is it a Naga thing? Also, Lingering Highborn. Wait, Highborn. Aren't those elves? Is this an elf? Could it be a night elf? Like, when I see lingering, like lingering spirit, what it makes me think of is like a spirit that couldn't, you know, find rest or something and has now been kind of like tied to this place and it's just, you know, spending its time, you know, like between living and dead, kind of like being dead, but still like in an area of the living where it shouldn't be. Like that's in my mind what this means. Yeah, don't know if there's anything to do for me here. Don't think so, but I'll just continue exploring because the plan isn't to really do too much in this zone right now, I think. But I do want to just, you know, get a bit of an exploration session going. Kind of hope I can go through these without being seen. Alright, we seem to be fine. I want to just explore up here a bit, like maybe explore down there a bit. See if I can actually walk on this because this looks like it's walkable terrain. Maybe. Like it's like shallow water or something. Oh, there's many mobs here. Well, I guess I can just take them out. I guess, you know, might as well get the experience. Guess you can't skin the Naga. That is unfortunate. Should I jump down here? I will jump down here. I will take a lot of damage. But that's fine. We can heal it back up. This looks interesting. Like, you know, it looks like there used to be water here. Like, water came through here. But water has since moved with all these seashells on the floor. I guess this is supposed to be a place where there used to be a lot of water. The Shattered Strand, okay. Does that mean that it has been shattered and there used to be something here? Now, one thing that I really do like in games, and it kind of ties to my environmental storytelling thing that I was talking about earlier with the pirates, but I like it when games combine, you know, text-based storytelling with visual storytelling, because you can read about something and you can imagine something, but actually seeing something can be very powerful as well, and especially if you combine those well. But, you know, like I'm walking in here and I'm seeing things and I'm trying to take the information they're giving me, like I'm trying to kind of take in the wording, the way things look, and kind of try and piece together what may or may not have happened here. And I don't know if there's anything to do with that. Maybe I'm looking way too deep into it, but I do like it when games allow me to do that, just kind of, you know, really make the player wonder. There was a lot of that in Guild Wars 1. Like, there were a lot of areas where you were like, I don't know if there's much lore significance to it, but it looks cool, and like there's a quest tied to it, and the quest might suggest certain things, and that was so much fun. Speaking of visual storytelling, so this is wow, I'm blanking on the name. Like, this looks like, wow, what's her name? The Medusa. It looks like Medusa, but more like watery theme, like more Naga. Is this like Naga Medusa? There's also a big dinosaur on the floor over here. So, the only annoying thing is here, I reckon I can't easily climb back up over there, which is where I do want to go because I want to explore up in the northern part. Unless this path here allows me to climb back up there, but something's telling me I won't be able to. I like this little puddle as well. Don't know why, but it just works. Can I find my way back up through here? Probably not, but maybe if I'm lucky. Oh, it's deep enough to actually be able to swim in. Oh, there are stairs. Wait, are there stairs? This is actually... Hold on. No. No. Okay, well, unfortunate. Because I don't think I can very easily climb back up there. I'll have to climb all the way around. So I guess I'll just, like, follow this path down here and kind of see where that leads me. Oh, there seems to be a path up there. Hey, I can make my way up there again. Great. Alright. We are back up here, and now we are at Ursulan. Alright. Don't know what Ursulan is. Ah! There it is! The reskinned spider. I was looking for you. You know, I haven't seen you yet in this map, and obviously, you know, you are a staple of every single map in this entire game. Oh wait, these are aggressive. Like, I'm so used to most bird mobs being passive or neutral or whatever you call it. So, you know, they wouldn't attack you unless they're attacked. But, yeah, these are red, so I guess they will attack me. Hey, it's timber mobs. You know, if there's one map that I'm really looking forward to checking out when I go to retail, provided I can actually still go and check it out, like, somewhat usefully. Like, I would love to check out Grizzly Woods. I've been hearing from people, like, constantly how... You know, like, there's these... If you were living in Azeroth, you know, where would you retire? And everyone's like, Grizzly Hills. Like, it's the most cozy place ever. And I'm like, I gotta go check that out. Like, that place sounds really cool. I've seen bits of the place, like, really tall trees and stuff. And it's exactly the kind of map that I enjoy. So I'm really looking forward to whenever I do play retail in the future, going to, you know, visit that place and just kind of see what it's like. Because I think... It's either part of Burning Crusade. I think it's part of Wrath. I think it's on Northrend, from what I remember reading. Oh wait, are these the mobs we need? Hold on. So we need the Legashi Satyrs of Azshara. Legashi Rogue Satyr. Aren't they just all Satyr? Like, isn't that the name of their race? Oh well, let's start killing. Oh, we dropped some more Felcloth. Ah, so we get Felcloth from these mobs as well. Really nice. Because that is a good money maker. Plus, maybe I'll need it for something myself. I'm actually really starting to like the Felguard. Like, it seems like it's a really good DPS option. Not as good as the Imp, but good enough. It has CC for interrupts. Like, I can technically, you know, I could micromanage its CC to get interrupts on, like, fireballs and stuff. And then also, it frontlines really well. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Oh, there we go. Flawless Fel Essence. Azshara. It's done. That means we only need the one from the Dark Portal, which, of course, is in the Blasted Lands. I will do a little bit more exploration before we move back, though. I might not discover the lower part, but I do want to get, like, a bit of an exploration on the upper part, as we're here anyway. So, yeah, let's see if we can find any more cool stuff around here. Thalassian Base Camp. Where have I heard the name Thalassian before? Thalassian. It sounds so familiar to me. Blood Elf... Wait, the Blood Elves! Have we seen Blood Elves at all? Are these Blood Elf lands? Maybe? Oh, there's more Legashi mobs here. Okay, cool. Seems to be their encampment. Or at least one of their encampments, I suppose. Oh boy, I see Thunderhead Consort, and it makes me think of a Guild Wars 1 mission called Thunderhead. Either Thunderhead Peaks or Thunderhead Keep. Like, I'm mixing those things up. I think it's Thunderhead Keep, because Peaks, I think, is a Guild Wars 2 map. But the way... Let me just, you know, tell you guys a bit of a story about Guild Wars 1, okay? So, in Guild Wars 1, you would have these missions. And these missions you would... go into, and if you died, you died. You know, you would just, like, lose the entire mission. Oh, Cliffwalker. Cool mobs. So you would lose the entire mission, and you would have to go through again. Now, some of these missions were short. You know, they were like 10, 15 minutes long. Perfectly fine. You die, whatever, you start again. It's not too big a deal. Some of them were a bit longer. Some of them were like 30, 45, maybe even 60 plus minutes if, you know, it wasn't like a particularly efficient run. And you know, some of the bosses could be tricky and you could die at the very end and you would just lose all of the progress you had made in terms of the mission at least. So it was a pretty punishing game in that sense. And there was a mission called Thunderhead Keep. And Thunderhead Keep in itself wasn't particularly difficult. As far as I remember, guys, and if someone has also played the game, there is a chance I'm a bit wrong here on the specifics, but the way it worked is you would like follow this winding path up to a keep, and you would go to the keep and you would have to protect this king. And you would protect him, and you know, at some point after protecting him, you would finish the mission and you'll be done. Perfectly fine, not too bad. Problem came in when you were trying to do the bonus, because every mission had a bonus. I think for the bonus you had to spread out and deal with some mobs on the sides, leaving the king alone. Now, if you do this with, you know, multiple people, you know, you're doing it with like a couple of actual people, because the game had like AI controlled companions you could use. If you did this with just a couple of people, it would be fine, because the people would be like, yeah, you know, we'll stay behind, we'll clear the mobs, and, you know, one or two people, depending on how much you needed, I can't remember exactly, you would go to this side objective and do it, and the king would be perfectly fine. Nowadays, you know, the game is much more played as a single-player game, because, you know, you have these AI companions, the game is not super alive anymore, so oftentimes you'll be doing these missions alone with, you know, up to 7 AI-controlled companions. And you could technically leave them there, but micromanaging that could be a little bit annoying. So you would just constantly be like rushing there, not being able to even see the king's health bar, I believe, and just pray that the king was still alive when you came back. And I don't even know what got me on that tangent. Oh yeah, it was the name. But yeah, Thunderhead Keep is like one of those things where I'm like, oh boy, that thing has, you know, I've got some serious PTSD about it. I love the mission, it's really, really cool. But I've also got some PTSD about it. Anyway, these are cool mobs. Wave Thrasher. Are these like tiny hydras or something? We're now at the Jagged Reef. And the Tower of... What did I just say? Tower of something. I will figure it out in just a moment. After I take out this Wave Thrasher. Wait, did we also aggro the Lurker? Oh, I guess my... Oh, Tower of Eldara. Which must be this tower over here, which I'll go and check out in a moment. But I guess my Unknown, apparently his name is Unknown now, must have used an AoE ability and triggered the Coral Shell Lurker to also be aggressive on us. Alright, I guess there isn't anything I can do here because I can't enter it. I think Shrine of the Watcher. Is there something I can do with this thing? There must be some quest or something that takes you here, but I don't think there's anything I can do here right now. So... what I kind of want to do is just kind of like swim across now. Are there mobs in these waters? There are mobs in these waters. Lots of mobs in these waters. I'm kind of hoping that I can just like autopilot. Hope I don't hit any mobs. Just like semi-AFK my way through here. I like how my... Look at this guy. This guy is skating in the water. This guy doesn't, you know, he defies physics. He doesn't need to do any motion. Oh, Bay of Storms. Sounds pretty cool. This guy doesn't require any motion in the ocean. He just kind of stands there and he will float automatically. Alright. Oh boy. Oh, something aggroed me. Look at him, look at him. He's just standing there. You know, he doesn't need to swim or anything. Like, at least my character is still like moving the legs in order to, you know, well, actually stay afloat. Meanwhile... my Felguard just like, I can stand on water. My Felguard is Jesus, guys. My Felguard is Jesus. Jesus Christ, that is genius. Wow, those things in the far end over there. Are those legs? Is that a silhouette of pants? Did I find the pants? Like, this is pants, right? Is this actually like a statue with like the torso and head cut off or something, or am I just completely turning it into something it's not? Because that looks exactly like it would be pants from this angle at least. Well, we'll keep on swimming, and I guess I'll see if I can just make my way there. You know, I was thinking about half-stoning back the Thermal Isle and then take the flight path, but you know, walking from here back to the flight path is about as long as walking or like swimming over here, I guess. This is the Temple of Arkoran. It does look quite cool, and you know, this looks like it would be a dungeon or something as well. I feel like there isn't a dungeon here, but if there was one, it would be here. You know, there's one thing that I wish I could do in this game, which is completely counterintuitive to the way I'm playing this game. But the one thing I've always enjoyed is when I'm playing a game like this, when I'm playing an MMO, like playing it with someone who knows stuff about the places. So, you know, as I'm exploring, the other person can like tell me about like the stuff that's going on here, like the lore implications, all those kind of things. Because I do enjoy getting a bit of a sense for the world building here. And I kind of wish I could provide that on this series. You know, I could talk to you guys about what this is, but honestly, I have no idea. And I guess I could Google it, but I would have had to do it from the start because I feel like, you know, if I wanted to do a playthrough like that, it should have been completely, you know, guided from the very start. But, you know, I do appreciate it when I'm playing with someone and I can just kind of sit back, play the game, and get told what's going on. At least, you know, to get a bit of backstory. Oh, Son of Arkarok. That must be an elite for a quest or something. Although I guess Arkarok must have had many sons, because there's multiple down here. Now, does this imply that Arkarok himself is also a giant? Probably. Alright, it has taken quite some time, but we seem to have made it to the other side. South Ridge Beach. There we go. Guess I'll take out this mob just in case. I hope I can find a way back up here though somewhere. Oh, it just started raining. Cool. Oh wow, it looks really... Whoa. This looks cool with the rain and stuff. And the, like, the fog appearing. This looks quite cool. Is this guy dancing? Sir, are you dancing? Am I just interrupting your dancing rehearsal? Well, I'm sorry, but you must die. The rain effect sounds super immersive in this zone. I don't know if they're different to other zones, but it sounds really immersive. I'm hoping there is some way I can go up though, because I've just been exploring this place for a bit now, but there doesn't seem to be an easy way for me to just climb back up somewhere. Hey, the other side of the beach. Kinda cool. The ruined reaches. It's a solid chest. I don't think I can open the chest. And the Rethras Sanctum. Don't know what this place is. There's a great wave thrasher here as well. Can I open this chest up? I feel like I need a key or something, right? Like it's locked. Oh, I can. Ooh. What's in here? Give me the loot. Alright, heavy leather, Ultrax Swiss. I mean, heavy leather is worth like 1 gold each. That's like 2 gold that I just looted right there. As well as a greater healing potion, which I guess could come in kind of handy. I think I follow the path along here. And then I can probably move back up somewhere in this general direction. Wait, there is a path here, right? Is there not? Alright, we are going so off-road, guys. It's ridiculous. Ah, I have spotted an encampment of some sort in the distance. And I seem to be able to enter ashore through here again. Guys, this is an adventure. But you know, this is how you explore zones, guys. You know, you just go wherever your combat mob takes you. Hello, random Stormbay Oracle. Trying to ambush me from underwater, right? Well, don't worry. My Felguard knew you were there. His tingly senses were tingling and he tingles all over you now. Dude, the difference, like, if I'm underwater, like, you know, the sound effects are very quiet. Then the moment I leave the water, like, listen to this. Well, I guess it's the moment my camera leaves the water. So my camera is like my player character in terms of the audio. Horizon Scout Crewman. Alright, where am I now? Nobody knows. I could have just walked like up here, I think. Reached the same destination. But I took what I like to call the scenic route. Oh, people are murdering everyone here. There's murder afoot. Oh, hey, there's a quest. Captain Vanessa Baltis.
Ahoy, adventurer. Not a pretty picture, is it? The Horizon Scout at the bottom of the sea? My crew in shambles and our cargo and passengers strewn about like so much debris that you'd think this was one of Stormwind's canals after a festival. And that's not where the trouble ends. We were just off the coast looking for a safe haven to make anchor. The sun hadn't been down for more than an hour when they attacked. Those damned Naga! I'm not sure what they were looking for, but it's clear they didn't find it. They've already come back once. A couple of my scouts are on watch at the entrance of the valley to give us fair warning when the next attack comes. I'm sorry you've come along now, adventurer, but it's out of my hands. Are you ready for the fight of your life?
I am ready for the fight of my life, except... Alright, so what's... Oh boy, there's like... Oh, cool! There's like an event kind of thing. Hold on. This is pretty cool. Oh, it's also a red quest, so we might be in a bit of a pickle, but I guess we'll see. So we need to make sure that the captain survives. I don't even see the captain anymore. She is somewhere in there. Don't worry, we protect. We do this. Maybe I should have slotted my AoE ability. I mean, they're weak though. They're really weak. It's so busy on my screen, like so much stuff going on, that I can't even see really what I'm hitting. I'm just like all tabbing and hitting stuff. I mean, we have another player with us as well, like a level 60 human rogue. Captain Vanessa Beltis seems to be doing perfectly fine. Still full HP. Will we get flanked from the other side as well? Maybe. So we just kind of chill here? Oh, more Naga incoming. Wait, no? Not incoming? Hello? I mean, is she still alive? Do I just have to keep on waiting? Well, guess I'll chill here for a bit. Oh, more incoming. The captain's just kind of chilling while we're being attacked, so don't know about that. Well, I guess the captain is alive, but I am dead. I kind of forgot to, you know, reapply the soulstone and stuff to myself, so that's a bit rough. This is a weird quest though, like it doesn't have like a progress meter or anything, and it feels a bit weird. Anyway, the plan isn't to stay here anyway. I'm kind of done exploring this place. I mean, the thing is, I liked the place at the very start, and I do like the forest areas. This place down here looks a little bit dull. Like it fits its aesthetic, but it's not really my personal preference. I mean, I enjoyed exploring it, but I don't think I'll really return here much more. I do enjoy the foresty areas a lot more, though. Like especially at the very start, that looks really good. Like up here looks quite good as well. But so far, I don't really see much reason to ever return to this zone, even though I do quite enjoy, especially the aesthetic at the start. All right, turn me to life. Here we go. Bam, and we just half-stone over to Theramore Isle, because I want to take a boat in Theramore Isle to the wetlands, and then from there I'll fly to the Blasted Lands, and we'll see... Actually, no, hold on. What I'll do is I'll quickly fly back and forth, because no, never mind. I wanted to finish off the Fellwood quest, but then I remembered I would have to walk all the way down, and I am not going to be doing that. So we are just going to be finishing off this quest first, and then we'll hand in both quests at the same time in Fellwood. That makes much more sense.